my name is Larry Maloney. I wanted to do a informative speech on the stress relief effects of any kind of physical activity, specifically talking about sports and or some type of a yoga, gym type exercise that's just going to get you moving. It's a basically three-tiered system that kind of works here. It's going to physically release endorphins to give you an actual physical stress relief. It's also going to be a focus and goal-orientated response that's going to get with stress relief, and then it's also going to be a self-confidence thing that's going to lower depression. So I want to go over all three phases of what helps lower depression and something that's also good for you. So starting with the very first one, endorphins are released inside your brain. This is any hormone that's going to release inside your brain that activates your opiate receptors to give you an analgesic effect, which is a pain-killing effect. So getting outside and you run, you get like a runner's high. People talk about when you're in the gym. People come home from the gym feeling very good. They had that great workout. They talk about having a pump, and they're just very happy. Over to the sports side where people play football, basketball, soccer. Again, they get that endorphin release once they've started really working hard, which is literally a pain-killing effect in the body from your own hormones released during that process, which in return you feel better, which lowers stress, which immediately has an effect to lower depression because you feel good. It's a direct correlation between the two. You feel better, you feel less depressed. Therefore, endorphins can help lower depression simply by getting out and moving. So just doing something can have that effect. It also brings forth a focus and goals aspect, which is a little bit more mental than it is actually physical. You're not going to feel physically better for meeting goals and for having that focus on an individual event. However, what that's going to do for you is you have that focus. You're really thinking about your craft or skill. You're not thinking about the thing that's bothering. So if you're in the gym doing boxing, or you're meeting a new squat max at the gym lifting, it's just something that because you're so focused on that, you're not able to think about other things. So that gets your body away from the things that are bothering you. It gives it a chance to reset. So that depression will kind of get pushed to the side. Your body releases some of that stress. So then when you come back out, your body's better able to fight new stress. You kind of pushed away some of that old stress. And again, that's fighting that depression because your body's naturally dealing with stress now, not letting it compound into a depressive state. I said focus and goals. The goal side of it is going to be that you're simply going to feel mentally better because you're setting forth goals that you're completing, whether it's how fast you run your 2-mile, if you are getting better to sport, you're hitting more free throws when you're out shooting on the basketball court. That's just a goals thing. It's when you start feeling better about yourself, that naturally fights that depression, that low problem with depression. Well, as you complete these goals, you start raising your own opinion of yourself, so you start to value yourself more, which slides that bar between happy and sad. The third thing is the self-confidence side. In it, it's going to caveat right off that focus and goals. Your goals start to make you feel better, but as you're working out, you're starting to physically feel better. Stress has several effects on the body. It can cause tense muscles, headaches, neck pain. So now you're naturally fighting those things as you're going out. You get more physically fit. Generally you're going to get your muscles are going to start growing. You're going to start losing body fat. So physically you start feeling better. And physically feeling better, of course, then translate to being able to mentally feel better because it's just one less thing you're kind of fighting in that day-to-day of your life. So as you start feeling better, you're starting to look better. You're going to the gym and you're wanting to get bigger, or you're running and you're wanting to thin down. You start fitting in your clothes better. You start seeing your goals get hit with times and numbers. You just start raising your own self-confidence, your self-opinion. To start battling that, you start feeling happy about looking in the mirror or leaving the gym, and you were able to do things and friends and family start noticing things about you. Or in a sport, you're playing with your friends and you're getting compliments on how you're doing, or you're maybe even competing at a competitive level. Even if it's a very small level, you go out on the weekend and play touch football and your team wins and you feel good about that, you have a good time. So that's kind of the three ways this is backed up. I got my information from off the internet from both Harvard and their health department and the Mayo Clinic. Both supports basically the same three things, with the endorphin release, the focus, and getting your mind off of things for kind of a mental reset, and then the self-confidence as you better yourself, giving yourself positive things to reinforce that fight against the depression or the sad side of things. So, thanks for listening to me, guys.